So I did a reading with Lena the other day, and we brought up Pete Buttigiig. And I always refrain from doing a reading on him because the moment I saw him, I did not trust him. And I was like, okay, I might be biased, so like I know people will just wildly disagree, but I don't hate Donald Trump. Because when you go up to that feeling, then it's just pity. Like, I dislike him strongly. But when you cross the line to hate, then it's just pity. Because I understand him. I understand that he is not a full functioning adult. That he wasn't raised. That anyway, we're not talking about Trump right now. Pete. He just seems, I don't know. Now I'm going to call it sneaky now, but then the reason I didn't do a reading is because, like I said, I didn't trust him, but I didn't know why. Because I didn't actually do any investigations or research or anything like that on him. I didn't even do any readings on him because, again, I didn't have any reason not to trust him, but I still didn't trust him. So I'm like, okay, I don't want that to seep through into the reading. But let's face it, because we here on the left don't like to call out our own stuff. But MSNBC is not a level playing ground for Democrats. You see Hillary Clinton, who is not running, a lot more than you will ever see Bernie Sanders. You might see Bernie Sanders on Chris Hayes, but you don't see him on Rachel all the time. Not like you do Kamala Harris and Cory Booker. Now Pete Buttigieg did an interview with Rachel so he can clear up all these little videos people are saying now. And I didn't watch it because, again, I don't really need to hear him explain because I already didn't trust him, and I'm good. But I'm going to do a general reading on him as a politician. Is he kosher? Is he not? Well, let's say, is he trustworthy? We won't do complete general, but whatever you can get me. Let me see. But like I said, with the Rachel one, I didn't watch the video. I just read the comments. And 90% was, this was a softball, and I knew it would be. So I didn't need to watch it. So is he trustworthy? Nine of Pentacles and the Hangman and the Star. So security and money, and then change in perspective, and then center of attention or hope for the future. So we start off good. We start off with this is his problem right now. His money. Because he is getting his money from very strange sources, and he won't say where. So, who does that sound like? I say, who does that sound like? King of Pentacles, and then the Three of Swords. So, his sources of money we would find strange if we start to dig a little more. Now, mind you, as Lena was saying, it's not illegal. We weren't talking about this particularly, but it's not illegal, it's immoral. And I'm going to apply that here. It's not that he get it from like Russia or something like that. It's that he is getting it from places that don't support the Democratic agenda or the Democrats' agenda. And so, well, the progressives and liberals' agenda. Moderate and corporate Democrats, yes, but he's being bought, basically. Corporate interests. Same with Cory Booker. Now, mind you, to be fair, Cory Booker has apologized and reversed his stance on the same thing that I keep a grudge on him for, which is those pharmaceuticals. He had a chance to lower the cost of pharmaceuticals in America. He voted no. Two of his largest benefactors is the pharmaceutical industry and the insurance industry. So this is Pete. he is that guy too. Because there is a bit of sadness around the big job, the corporate job, so I don't think he's going to be president. And I think he believes this has hurt his chances. There's still support out there for Pete. Like, there's still a lot of support for him. So this is not a nail in his coffin by any means. But right now he can't see the cuffs behind him because he's kind of worried about the press coverage he's getting right now. But in his environment, it's going to get tougher. The fight is going to get even bigger. He hasn't seen nothing yet. He may not make it past March or April. So he's going to be in a very bad way. Definitely not past August. It's the 7th, so that's the 7th month. This is July. So maybe August is the end for Pete. But he's going to have a very big fight on his hand here. May not even make it till then, but we'll see. Your bad news, again. It's the exact same card, just split into two this time. This is a hard fight, that's a hard fight. Now, mind you, running for president is not easy. I think Barack Obama had it a little easier because, you know, first black president, had perfect family, blah, blah, blah. But it was still hard for him too. And Pete, this is definitely hard for you, especially in this day and age. But that's the good news for you, is that there's some nostalgia, there's some memories to hold on to. But again, it's just whoever this King of Pentacles is. I have 2 sets of court cards in here, so that's why you'll see 2. Whoever he is spelling very bad news for you. Whoever he is. This is your, basically have to step out and step away with their 4 swords, and then this is that betrayal stab in the back. I'm not voting for him. I'm not telling you not to. I just wanted to do this reading. You may disregard it if he is your favorite. You go right ahead. This is not the same as Trump. He's not that guy. I'm not dare going to say that. But I wouldn't pay him to walk my dog, I'll tell you that.